right, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to another Art Talk. So today's topic is about starting and trying something new. And the reason I bring this up is because as we try to navigate through our own career path, trying to find the direction we want to go, we have to experiment. We got to try new things and see what clicks. And in order to do that, we just got to do it. And through that process, we're going to start to discover, hey, you know what? That's maybe something I could start moving more into that space and start developing that area of my art even more. And one of the things that I just recently did, which I've never done before, was I heard of a street fair. And it was more of an art fair, they called it, and it was just open to the general public. The good thing about street fairs are they're free. People don't have to pay to attend, they just show up, so you can get more traffic that way, as opposed to like a comic book convention where people are paying their ticket. You can get a large crowd, but they're oftentimes looking for things that are more specific. Oftentimes they'll just go just to wonder and see what inspires them, and they'll pick something up. But that's the reason why those are very different from each other. And an art fair, what I thought the one that I was going to was just more of a fine art fair where they had just more fine art, because something that I do a lot of figurative work, and it's more caricatured based and, some more, a little bit more realistic. But that's the sort of thing that I work on the side. And I thought, I'd like to set up at this fair and see how that artwork sells. And luckily, I decided, because of the spacing, I had a 10 by 10 paint, I needed some room. I'll bring some of my cartoon books and I'll bring some of my prints and stuff that I have on the side too. So I did that. But anyway, I set up at the fair, again, wanting just to try something new. Usually you book these things maybe about 2 to 4 months prior. So the drawback is, in an outdoor fair, you never know what the weather's going to be like. It's a real gamble. It's a crapshoot. So I went out there this past weekend, and it was just very overcast. It was raining in the morning, just light drizzled, but it sort of like went away, and then it was just overcast all day. And there weren't as many people as I thought there would be. When I first booked it, they said it gets about 2,000 to 3,000 people, and that was not true. And so there was just sort of slow-going locals just walking by, and people would look at my figure drawings, but, there were no bites in that area, and then they would look at my cartoon work, and there was more interest there. So I had people who would come, and some people wanted caricatures done, some people wanted to buy prints, some people wanted to buy some art books, which was great. Luckily, I had that, and I was able to make my money back and some profit. And then the second day came around, and it was just like raining the whole day, and that pretty much just killed it. You had a few brave souls that decided to come out and then just face the rain with their umbrellas. And then it would stop, and then it would start back up. Again, I did a couple caricatures. I sold some more prints and books. People looked through some of my figure drawing, but no bites in that area. And plus, I'm charging a lot more for those, anywhere from $100 all the way up to $1,000 for those. But I had to test it, and that's the point. I had to go out there. I had to try something new. And I realized when I was at this art fair too, there was a lot of people selling just pottery, selling jewelry, selling little knick-knack things. So it wasn't really the art fair that I was expecting. So what I realized I need to do, I tried that. Will I do this fair again? No. But what I need to try to find is a real sort of art fair where a lot of people are selling more figurative artwork. That way, the audience that's going there knows that's what they're going there for. So it's got to get real specific in that area, and that's the lesson that I learned. But it's all trial and error and doing something new, and that's the point. We got to try something new. We got to see what maybe sticks, what bites, what doesn't work, what we got to get rid of, what we got to do more of. And through doing this experimentation with your own artwork is how we can start to find our way and our voice in this career and this art path and this art journey. All right, so put it out there, try, experiment, explore. That's what this is. I believe that's what this is all about. All right, make it a great week, and I'll talk to you guys next week. Take care.